Aleister Crowley, the man who called himself the Beast 666, black magician, drug fiend, sex addict, and traitor to the British people.
I want none of your faint approval or faint dispraise. To hell with Christianity, rationalism, Buddhism. I want blasphemy, murder, rape, revolution, anything bad or good, but strong.
Part of Aleister Crowley's so-called sex magic included orgies with little boys whom Crowley molested. Crowley taught that in order for the new eon of Antichrist to be established, he had to initiate the world into homosexuality. Crowley began by implementing many of his homosexual sex magic rituals into a secret order called the OTO. The musical group White Stains named themselves after erotic homosexual poetry written by Aleister Crowley, which Crowley grossly entitled White Stains.
They keep with us, then maybe we're gonna start throwing bombs and make it stop.
We're young, we're queer, we're gonna rule the world. We're young, we're queer, we're gonna rule the world.
You're about to see startling evidence that Crowley had as much influence on the world with his sex revolution as he did with the drug revolution. Aleister Crowley knew that if he was to establish the new age of Antichrist, he would have to destroy God's design for family, consisting of men and women as husband and wife. Crowley therefore declared in his book Magic Without Tears that family was public enemy number one. Crowley, who was out to destroy the family, said this, quote, "Think what horrid images it evokes from the mind. Not only Victorian, wherever the family has been strong, it has always been an engine of tyranny. Curse them. They are always in the way. To the performance of this work, speaking of the new age, the nearest obstacle and the most obvious is the family."
I have exposed myself to every form of disease, accident, and violence. I have driven myself to delight in dirty and disgusting debauches, and to devour human excrements and human flesh. I have mastered every mode of my mind, and made myself a morality more severe than any other in the world. 1,000 years from now, the world will be sitting in the sunset of Crowleyanity.
Often seen marching in homosexual parades is the sexually deviant group NAMBLA, some of whose members are associated with the teachings of Aleister Crowley. Like Crowley, NAMBLA emphasized homosexual sex, including sex with little boys. NAMBLA actually stands for North American Man-Boy Love Association. Sadly, many homosexuals are preying on the little children. In fact, nearly 60% of homosexuals claim that they were molested by another homosexual while they were children. Crowleyite and founder of the modern gay movement, Harry Hay, is seen here marching in a parade wearing a sign promoting the North American Man-Boy Love Association. Homosexual Michael Swift wrote in the Gay Community News, quote, "We shall sodomize your sons, emblems of your feeble masculinity. We shall seduce them in your schools, in your dormitories, in your gymnasiums, in your locker rooms, in your sports arenas, in your seminaries, in your youth."
Well, I would want more basic, like right now what I have is like, my name is Matthew, I like this, this, and this. Now on to the next person in the family. I wish I could give more information because it's more important. It's important to the story to know everyone's perspective on everything. Like, we're not the perfect family. We argue, we fight, but we're like real.
I think it's important for you to hear from us, not just about us. I know all of you have a big decision to make, and it comes down to one important question. Do you believe that my parents are equal to every other straight couple in Rhode Island? I personally believe everyone is equal, and I hope you will be influenced by my story. And I hope you will be influenced by my story.
Homosexuals have made incredible inroads into the public school systems, even though they themselves cannot have children with their same-sex partners. Project 10, which was based on the skewed statistic of sex researcher Alfred Kinsey, who claimed that 10% of the USA was gay, is still a program that is taught in public schools today as homosexuals seek to recruit among the young and impressionable. Project 10 seeks to get impressionable elementary students to explore possibly latent homosexual tendencies by lying to them and claiming that the basis of Kinsey's statistics is that 10% of them are homosexuals and need to accept it. Incredibly, along with Harry Hay, the world's most renowned sex researcher Alfred Kinsey was also influenced by the works of Satanist Aleister Crowley.
As everybody here knows, last year, upon a long period of reflection, I concluded that we cannot discriminate against same-sex couples when it comes to marriage. That the basic principle that America is founded on, the idea that we're all created equal, applies to everybody, regardless of sexual orientation, as well as race or gender. We're all created equal.
Aleister Crowley declared the death of Christianity. He was to be the new Messiah that would replace the pallid dead Christ.
I believe he was the real thing. He had given himself under demonic control. He was evil.
Very clever. A genius, for God's sake. A raving genius, you know. In a world of little tiny people, as Crowley's saying, my God, why are you so unhappy? You want to make love? Well, make love, for Christ's sake. You want to take drugs? You want to expand your consciousness? Please do it.
Since his death in 1947, Crowley has become an icon of rebellion. The Rolling Stones, David Bowie, Led Zeppelin's Jimmy Page have all been influenced by his message of freedom. He continues to be a key figure in the occult and is a focus for those engaged in the battle between good and evil.
This is sex ritual, is sex magic, and that's where you get all of these hermaphroditic sexual symbols.
And that children, even infants, were sexual beings who could, and in fact should, have pleasurable sex with adults. Satanist Aleister Crowley would have been proud.
We have been being poisoned by this stuff since 1957.
When you open up a can, you may not notice the lining inside, but believe it or not, that lining may contain a synthetic estrogen. That's right, a sex hormone, and it's in almost every single can we consume.
This could probably be a cause of a lot of the problems people are having, and this just blows me away. This makes me sick.
I got raped when I was 11, Twist. I loved it.
NAMBLA, some of whose members are associated with the teachings of Aleister Crowley. Like Crowley, NAMBLA emphasized homosexual sex, including sex with little boys.
I loved it.
Oh, because it's just, Lil Wayne's just too good.
I loved it. I loved it. I ain't never pressed charges. I'm gonna do you like Baby them did me. Yeah. I'll never forget that day. Yeah, no, they was all in the kitchen. I was scared. It was cool. There was about this many niggas and shit too in that bit. I never forget the word. Suck Lil Wayne, let dick.
But instead of the usual boy meets girl romance, this film's about cowboy meets cowboy. It's one of the most forward attempts yet by Hollywood to mainstream homosexuality. David Kupelian, author of The Marketing of Evil.
It is very, very propagandistic because the entire purpose of the movie is to make homosexuality seem like something good and appealing, and to make people who are opposed to homosexuality seem to be bigots and homophobes.
There have been homosexual movies for years, but usually marketed to gay and art house audiences, but not with Brokeback.
They are marketing red state, bush country America.
The greatest man in the world, Aleister Crowley, be George W. Bush's grandfather. In 1925, Crowley received a letter from Theodore Roos of the OTO in Germany. A vacancy had become available for international head of the OTO. They had chosen Baphomet.
To the British, and indeed the Americans, I may have been a flesh-eating devil, but the Germans obviously still appreciated the lore of Thelema. I was still Baphomet, an Ipsissimus, the great beast, 666.
They said they hoped it would be forever as they exchanged vows before the city's mayor. Two men have become the first gay couple to legally marry in France, just days after President Francois Hollande signed the same-sex marriage bill into law.
Yeah, I'm saying my chorus. Running to all the dicks, like Forrest. I hate niggas, that's not true. They ask me what block I live on, I sit on your dick between your balls. Okay, I said I'm sucking your dick, your balls in my face like Kobe. Little nigga, I be sucking your dick, y'all don't even know me. Yo, I said I'm sucking on your dick. In prison, I'm the warden. You already know my legs open faster than Jordan. Sucking on the dick fast, I never do it slow. Everybody know because my job is to blow, and my blows is the job. Like I'm sucking on your knob, and I'm sucking on your cock. It's like corn on the cob. Toughin', and my neck shit crazy. I suck your dick, then I really call KD. But lately, I've been sucking dick, and y'all wanna smell? Well, fuck it though. I'm really let y'all smell. Hey, look, Drake voice. Started from the dick, now I'm here. Started from the dick, now I'm sucking on your pubic hair. Started from the dick, now I'm here. Started from the dick, now I'm sucking. Then I grab his nutsack. Started from the dick, now I'm here. Started from the dick, now I'm here. Started from the dick, now I'm sucking on your pubic hair. Started from the dick, now I'm here. Drake voice.
Started from the bottom, now the whole team here, nigga. Started from the bottom, now we